อยู่เมืองนี้โอเคไหมทุกคนเมืองนี้บรรยากาศที่เหมาะกับการศึกษาจริงๆเมืองนี้
ดีครับ
คือพี่ๆน่ารักกันมากค่ะก็ช่วยตั้งแต่เริ่มเลยตั้งแต่ที่ยังไม่รู้ว่าจะเลือกอะไรที่ไหนเขาก็เสนอมาว่าแบบเอ้ยถ้าสนใจเรียนมาร์เก็ตติ้งลองเอา finance มาผูกไหม Exeter มีที่เดียวเลยนะรวมจนถึงแบบนำอาจารย์ที่แบบมาจาก Exeter มาให้เราคุยสัมภาษณ์โดยตรงอาจารย์แองเจล่าที่เป็นหัวหน้าคอร์สหลักสูตรแบบให้เซ็นเลยว่าอยู่ติดนะถ้าไม่ติดมาคุยกับเขาได้แบบถ้าไม่ได้พี่แมงโก้พวกหนูก็ต้องมานั่งลุ้นกันอีกทีว่าเอ้ยคะแนนจะผ่านไหม IELTS อะไรยังไงแต่ว่าด้วยความที่แบบแมงโก้เขามีคอนเนคชั่นจนแบบพาอาจารย์มาทำให้แบบพวกเราสบายใจแล้วก็แบบเตือนเสมอแล้วก็ส่งคะแนนกรอกทุกอย่างให้หมดเลยค่ะแบบดีมากๆต้องขอบคุณมากๆค่ะ
ชอบความจะใส่ดูแลแล้วก็เป็นกันเองของพี่ๆทุกคนเพราะว่าดูแลดีมากตั้งแต่ไปปรึกษาจนทำวีซ่าจนตามทุกอย่างแล้วก็จนมาถึงที่นี่ก็คือ
ยังคุยกันอยู่
ใช่คือพอตั้งแต่ติดต่อแมงโก้ก็คือไม่ได้ไปดูเอเจนซี่อื่นเลยจริงๆแล้ว
ใช่ดูที่เดียว
ใช่พอดูที่เดียวแล้ว
ตอนที่จัดงานให้ก็น่ารักมากไม่มีที่อื่นที่ทำน่ารักขนาดนี้
ใช่ค่ะประทับใจมาก
ประทับใจค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Good morning from England. My name is Amy Chandler. I'm the Regional Manager for the Asia Pacific here at the University of Exeter. Thank you for taking the time to join me this evening in Thailand. I'm going to give you a bit of an overview about the university and tell you a lot about the campus and the facilities and the student life. And at the end, we're going to do a question and answer session. So if there's anything I don't cover that you're interested in, then do put a question in the chat and we'll come back to it and make sure we cover it for you. There's also some lovely films that are a really good way of learning about Exeter, and I'll send the links through to Mango so they can forward them on to you at the end. So if you want further information from Exeter, this QR code is to put you onto the mailing list for news and events for online things that are happening at Exeter. So if you want to fill out that form, you're very welcome. Again, I can send the link at the end. We're going to talk about the main Exeter campus, which is here. So this is the Streatham campus. This is the campus that's really famous. It holds about 22,000 students, so it's really big and very vibrant. It's about 2.5 hours from London by train, and we're about 20 minutes from the beautiful coastline. We're located in a region of England called Devon, which is here. And Exeter is actually the capital of Devon, so it has all the shops, bars, restaurants. It's very, very nice. And you can see on the bigger map here, we're on the foot down the southwest part, so we're by the sea. We have the mildest weather. We do get some lovely sunshine in the summer, but not as warm as Thailand. So just to give you some world perspective, we're here. We're at the top of Europe. So yeah, a long way from Thailand. So in the southwest of England, we're very famous for an outdoorsy lifestyle, which has been fantastic during COVID because you can still go surfing and sailing and coastal walking and all the things that are really good to do in the region. This is our national park. It's called Dartmoor and it's got no development. It's absolutely beautiful. You can go walking and rock climbing and there's wild ponies and sheep and cows. Very, very nice. It's about 20 minutes drive from Exeter and it's called Dartmoor if you want to Google it. We have really nice beaches. You can go surfing and sailing. The water is freezing, so you would probably want to wear a wetsuit. And in Exeter itself, there's lots of beautiful old buildings because Exeter is a very historic city. It was developed hundreds of years ago and they used to trade wool, like sheep's wool. So then we have beautiful old buildings and very modern buildings all mixed in together. So like I said, we've got lots of shops and bars and restaurants. I'll show you a few more pictures in a second. So about the university, Exeter's really proud. We've been ranked as 143rd in the Times Higher, but also in the world QS rankings, we're currently ranked as 149th, so top 150 in the world. So we're really, really pleased. Obviously, we're part of the Russell Group. We also got praised by our Public Health England for our response to COVID-19. And that was probably with our staff who helped with research for the vaccines, but also with how we rolled that out across our campuses and kept our students safe. So that's all very reassuring. So league tables wise, in the UK, we're considered like a top 10, top 20 university. Some of the courses, mainly within the business school, are in the top 10. Particularly for masters, they're taught by academics who are really leading in their field, and we're very famous for our research. So the people that are teaching you on those courses will be researching, and they'll tell you about their research, and you can be involved with that at master's level. So that's quite exciting. For our global ranking, as I said before, the QS were 149th, so we're really pleased with that this year. A brief history, Exeter became an official UK university in 1955, and I dug out this picture for you. This is our Queen, Queen Elizabeth, opening the campus on that day, so that was really nice. So Exeter's got a long history and it's very well established with a very strong brand in the UK, which is important for you because it will affect your employability when you graduate and you have Exeter on the certificate. It's a very prestigious university. We're also very well known for our research, particularly within the environment, which we're really proud of. So we're the winner of the Queen's Anniversary Prize for research on the impact of plastics and pollution within. So that's really, really good. We're very pleased. Some of our research strengths are very far-reaching. So we're really famous for things like climate and environment, advanced engineering, diabetes, dementia, environmental intelligence, all sorts of things that we work on, health and aging, the future of work. The business school looks at like how we'll work in the future. Will we work from home? Will we work from offices? All sorts of things. So it is a very interesting place to study as a master's student because all the lecturers are leading in their field and they'll tell you about their research as you go to their lectures. This is our beautiful campus, the Streatham campus. So it's built on a big hill, which is deceiving in this picture, but I'm based in this white building here and I can look out across Exeter and eventually the sea, so it's very, very pretty. Exeter is very compact. You can walk from the campus to the town in about 10-15 minutes, or you can catch a bus, but it's not so hot here, so people do tend to walk a little bit more if you want to. And we've got lots of beautiful gardens and stuff. This helps. So this is the business school where many of you would be based, but it has like lots of woodlands and lakes and stuff, lots of outdoor space to enjoy. We actually have a really big sports park up here with tennis and lots of things you can join in with. And we also have an outdoor heated swimming pool in the summer. So it's a really very nice student campus. So coming to look at Exeter, the city, it's voted one of the top 10 safest cities in the UK, which is great. You can walk around in the evening, it's very safe, it's very friendly. You will know lots of people when you go into town because 25% of the population of Exeter are connected to the university. So they might be a lecturer, a student. So it's very, very, very friendly. Exeter's got quite a small population, about 120,000 people. So again, it's not big. It's not like a big city that you could get lost in. You can find your way around. But it's very nice. It's got lots of bars and restaurants. We always get voted best student social life and overall student experience. And I think that's because Exeter and the campus are so lovely. It's really easy to have a nice time at Exeter. I want to show you some pictures so you get some impression of what it's like. So you can see this is our shopping centre and this is our cathedral. So it's like a mix of old and new buildings together. It's pedestrianised in the centre of town. There's no cars, which is really nice and very different from Thailand. This is an aerial picture of the city. So that's our cathedral. You can see the little double-decker buses. So it's a very English experience, and I think you'll really enjoy all the old buildings and the culture, the English culture at Exeter. This is our river, the River Exe. Exeter is named after the river, and this is where there's lots of bars and restaurants. You can come here and get a coffee or an ice cream in the summer. The area is called the Quay, and it's a short walk from the university campus. I can cycle along the river to work, so it's a really very nice lifestyle in the southwest of England. So lots of people choose Exeter because we're one of the top universities worldwide, but also because we're a member of the prestigious Russell Group. And we have very good levels of student satisfaction. So our government do a survey, it's called the NSS, the National Student Survey, and Exeter scores really highly their student experience. So here is Reed Hall at the top. This is one of the original buildings that was gifted to us, and you can go here and have a really nice lunch when your parents visit. Students actually come back, and sometimes they meet people at university and they come back and get married at Reed Hall. It's very, very beautiful. And at the bottom here this is our main, the heart of our campus. So this is the Great Hall where you graduate, but also where you can do some of your exams. And this is the hub here. So this has got lots of, we call it the forum, and it's got lots of lecture theatres, really nice lecture theatres and seminar rooms. And it's like the heart of the campus. On this side, just hiding behind the trees, is Into is where we work for foundation, so you're based in the very heart of Exeter campus, but also where the pre-sessional English language classes happen. So it's a really nice way to arrive and get to know Exeter and be based here in the centre of the campus. So other things that are worth noting, we're TEF Gold, which is teaching excellence, and I've mentioned our research. 98% of our research is rated as world leading or internationally recognised, and our graduate employability is really high. So 95% of our graduates are in employment or further study within 6 months. So we actually have a free award called the Exeter Award that you can do as part of your course, and it connects you to industry, and they teach you how to write your CV and your LinkedIn page and prepare to get a job. We're also quite famous for sports, and we hope this year that we'll be playing a lot more sports and getting back to playing against other universities. So if you're into sports, there's lots of opportunity at Exeter. There's a Thai society and a Singapore society and an international society and lots of different societies. So there's a good way of meeting people and joining clubs. And sometimes if you're doing quite a serious business course, you might want to join the dance society or the music society to sort of have some balance while you're here in Exeter. They're really good ways of meeting people, and there's a lot on for our students because, like I said, we have a really big student body. It's about 22,000 people on our campus. So looking at the business school, our business school is world leading. It's triple accredited, which is great. It's really good for the employers. When you graduate, they'll know the University of Exeter Business School. It's #1 in the UK for graduate destinations, which means a lot of our graduates go straight into jobs related to their masters, which is really good. And you can see here we're very well ranked within the business school. The courses are very top ranked in the world. These are some of the accreditations and memberships that are part of the courses at Exeter Business School. So for example, if you do marketing, the Chartered Institute of Marketing is a recognised qualification by the industry, and you can do that as part of your course. And there's lots of other qualifications like the CFA that you can do or prepare to take as part of your course, which will save you time and make you more employable. So that's all very positive. This is one of our employer fairs. So we have employer fairs about 300 a year on campus. So it's very busy. There's lots of different types of employers and lots of different industries that you can go into. But down here, you can see some of the names that you might recognise: HSBC, Dyson, Johnson & Johnson. These are just a few of the ones that we had at a recent careers fair at Exeter. So entry requirements, I'm sure by now you know what our entry requirements are, but most of our courses require a 3 GPA. And we have English language requirements. Generally, we need 6.5 overall. Some of our courses require 7. So this is about our international welcome. Because we're down in the southwest, we do collect you by coach from Heathrow Airport, which is the main London airport, and the students will come and collect you from the terminal. So it's quite nice because if you're a bit nervous about coming to the UK for the first time, then you can make friends on the coach. There might be people that have flown in from Thailand. We usually have about 200 new Thai students every year on our campus, so you will meet other people from Thailand coming over. So we have all sorts of support. We have airport meet and greet. We have a welcome social program for international students. We also have this really nice thing called Global Chums. And this is where you match with another student who's also international, but they've been here a year already. So they can tell you about their favourite place, they can take you to their favourite restaurant, they can go with you to your first social event. So you have to sign up for Global Chums, but I really recommend it at Exeter. It's really a nice way to start when you get here. So we do guarantee on-campus accommodation, and our campus is so lovely. I would really recommend staying on campus. We do have studios if you want your own kitchen and bathroom, or we have shared accommodation where you have your own bedroom and bathroom, but you share the kitchen and lounge, which is quite nice because then it's quite sociable in the evenings. You can cook together or watch television together or study together, whatever you wish to do. So a guaranteed accommodation, you need to make sure that you apply by the 31st of July, so you've got lots of time. And there's a big choice. There's really good virtual tours on the website, so you can have a look at the different accommodation. In Exeter itself, we do also have really nice student accommodation. So it's your personal choice whether you want to be in the city or on the campus. I personally think it's quite nice to be on the campus because you can just walk to your lectures, you can go to your clubs and seminars really, really easily. So I think that would be my personal preference. So coming on to scholarships, we have Global Excellence Scholarships, which are worth £10,000 or £5,000. You do need to apply online once you've been given an offer. There's a short form with a few questions that you have to answer. And then once you've completed that form, your application will go through to a panel, and they'll decide who gets the Global Excellence Scholarships based on the questions that you've answered. We hope that most Thai students that have good grades will get hopefully a £5,000 Global Excellence Scholarship to help with your arrival here at Exeter. So definitely worth applying for. Academic wellbeing is something that we take very seriously at Exeter, and we have an academic induction which has lots of social events organised by your college. So if you're part of the business school, they'll have events to meet everyone, the lecturers, the other students, and you'll also have tutors, your personal tutor, which you will meet, who will stay with you for the first year, so they'll get to know your strengths and what you're good at. And you can go and chat to them about your coursework or your exams or your group work, and you meet with them regularly every week on a small group with your personal tutor, so that's really nice. We also have academic wellbeing advisors, and these are in the building, so if you want to actually just go and speak to someone away from the course about something, maybe you want an extension or you need a bit more help, then we have them in each building that you can go to. We also have free in-sessional English, so basically during term time you can go and do extra English language classes. And we have an old library where you can take, it's called the Old Library, it's not that old, it's just a very beautiful building. You can take your coursework and essays and things, and they will help you with the structure and the English. They won't write it for you, you have to do that part, but they will help you with the English on your first few assignments. There's lots of English language support, which is free at Exeter for our international students. So finally, coming to our social media, our Instagram account is actually run by our students. So if you want to see what Exeter University life is like at the moment, then you can join Instagram, Exeter Uni Life. And I would like to just reassure you that life is quite normal in the UK. We all have had lots of vaccinations. I've had 2 Pfizer vaccinations and a Moderna booster. So most of us are looking forward to life returning pretty much to normal. We're still wearing our masks when we're inside. So on campus, you are required to wear a mask if you're in a lecture or a classroom. And we use a lot of hand sanitizer, and we do lots of testing. We have free tests, these lateral flow tests that we get from our NHS, our National Health Service. So they're free. And if you do test positive, hopefully you'll have very few symptoms because you will have been vaccinated. But if you do, then you have to isolate for 5 days. So there are rules in place to help protect people and to stop the spread of coronavirus, but the campus remains open as usual, and we're teaching in a face-to-face way. So that's really nice for student experience. The other thing that's worth looking at is the University of Exeter International, which is the Facebook page. And that has lots of helpful content about your arrival and scholarships and any sort of helpful information that you might need. So that, I think, brings me to the end of the presentation. So we've got lots of time for questions. If you did have questions that you don't want to ask as a group today, you're very welcome to email me. I'm Amy Chandler, so it's a.chandler@exeter.ac.uk. But also we have a very friendly team here at Mango who know Exeter really well, so they can also answer lots of your questions.